Most of the Andhra, Telangana అమ్మాయిలు ఏంటంటే they get scared actually. అక్కడ ఏదో స్కిన్ షో ఉంటుంది అని అక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి. Then get
So most of the pageants right now, for especially for married women, don't have anything skin show kind of around.
journey ఒకవేళ if anybody want to start, what are the prerequisite qualities that girl should possess?
I think the height is mandatory.
Okay.
And then discipline in your diet and your daily routine you eat. I feel that for each body it's different. See, my body reacts to workout differently, your body reacts.
And even what I heard is you started campaigning about Telangana culture to other 22 countries.
Yes.
అంటే మీరు, since you became the ambassador, so how, in what terms you have contributed to?
See, my Miss Planet, when it happened, I was representing India. And then I was wearing as a national costume round low, I was taking this Batkama as our national costume. So
the political journey అంటే ఎట్లా నడుస్తుంది ఇప్పుడు, బిఫోర్ అంతకంటే BRS గవర్నమెంట్ ఉంది, ఇప్పుడు కాంగ్రెస్ వచ్చింది. So what is your take on Congress government, and are you interested in getting into politics?
Definitely, I look forward to getting into politics. I think Congress government inka kotta they are settling down still. There is no much.
మీరు ఇంటర్నేషనల్ గా కూడా వెళ్ళారు కదా pageant గా. So what is the difference you found in Indian pageants and what is the difference between both of them?
Indian pageants are very much like home. You have your people from different states. You don't have any difference. You don't feel any difference. But internationally, because it's country to country, there is a lot of
మిస్ ఇండియా లాంటి కొన్ని పోటీలు చూస్తే కూడా మనకి రినౌండ్ యాక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారు, లైక్ యుక్తాముఖి, ఐశ్వర్య రాయ్, దియా మిర్జా. దేర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ పీపుల్ హూ. బట్ ఇప్పుడు ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది ఇవాళ వచ్చే వాళ్ళకి? How can we relate to those
days in 1994, 93, 95? Femina was the only beauty pageant which was happening. Mm-hmm. So whenever there was a winner and direct entry to the Bollywood.
Oh,
so
yes.
now the things are not like that.
Okay.
You have so many YouTube stars, you have so many Instagram fames.
Since you have been watching this Instagram reels, mostly చిన్న పిల్లలు వాళ్ళు చదువుకోవాల్సింది,
స్కూల్ గోయింగ్, కాలేజ్ గోయింగ్,
వాళ్ళు పేరెంట్స్ కూడా మంచిగా వాళ్ళని చదువుని డైవర్ట్ చేసి ఎక్స్ట్రా కరిక్యులర్ యాక్టివిటీస్.
I don't really think parents are encouraging. How many parents are there on Instagram?
Miss Asia International, Miss Planet India, Miss Beautiful Eyes, Miss AP, మిస్ తెలంగాణ, ఇలాంటి టైటిల్స్ తను చాలా అందుకున్నారు. కానీ ఎవరో కాదు, డాక్టర్ రష్మి ఠాకూర్. ఆమెను ఇటీవల ఇంటర్నేషనల్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్స్ రైట్స్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ ఆర్ట్స్ అండ్ కల్చర్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అండ్ గ్లోబల్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్స్ మిషన్ డైరెక్టర్గా నియమించుకున్నారు. డాక్టర్ రష్మి ఠాకూర్ భారతీయ చేనేత పరిశ్రమ 22 దేశాల్లో ప్రచారం చేయడానికి కృషి చేస్తున్నారు. ఆమె కళారంగంలో చాలా అనుభవం కలిగి ఆర్ట్స్ చక్రా స్టూడియో ద్వారా విద్యార్థులకు కళా పాఠాలను అందిస్తున్నారు. అలాగే అంతర్జాతీయ స్థాయిలో భారతీయ సంస్కృతి కళలను ప్రోత్సహించడానికి ప్రముఖ పాత్ర పోషిస్తున్నారు. డాక్టర్ రష్మి ఠాకూర్తో ప్రత్యేక ఇంటర్వ్యూ. Hi Rashmi.
Hi.
Welcome to Aadhan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for all your precious time.
Thank you so much.
So నాకు తెలుసు చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి, I know you have been seeing you.
Yeah.
So చెప్పండి, how is your life right now?
It's going amazing, and my professional journey is pretty much busy these days. So
Right.
It's amazing journey.
Great.
Have been working since last 12 years now after my first pageant. So
Okay.
still being in the same path of beauty pageantry and being a jury is an amazing journey.
Great. సో నేను చాలా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ చూసాను. స్టిల్ మా దానికోసం ఒకసారి షార్ట్గా బ్రీఫ్ ఇవ్వండి, వేర్ హౌ యువర్ జర్నీ స్టార్టెడ్.
My journey started with my first crowning of Miss Andhra Pradesh 2014. So that happened in Kerala. So akkadi nunchi then Miss Queen India, I won 2 titles, then Miss India Planet, Miss Planet, and then Miss Asia, then Miss Star Universe. Okay. So that's how it started, and out of 8 pageants I participated, I got 7 titles.
Okay, that's so
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
అది impossible కదా, most of the, how you made it possible?
No, it was not consciously made an effort. I gave my best in every pageant.
Okay.
So yeah, ఒక్క pageant I missed it, but rest of others I got the title.
That's so great. So ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే, when I'm going through your profile, your name, it says RAXHMI. So is it numerology edited?
Yes, yes.
So do you believe in
My
signs or?
actual name pronunciation is Rashmi Thakur.
Okay.
But one of numerologist, a very famous numerologist of Hyderabad, he has changed just before going to my. నేను యాక్చువల్లీ బిలీవ్ చేయకపోయేదాన్ని. ఐ వాజ్ నాట్ వెరీ మచ్ ఇంటూ న్యూమరాలజీ.
Okay.
సో ఆయన కరెక్ట్ చేశారు.
Okay.
సో హీ ఆస్క్డ్ మీ జస్ట్ బిఫోర్ ఆఫ్టర్ గెటింగ్ ఆడిషన్ ఫర్ మిస్ సౌత్ ఇండియా, ఆయన ఎందుకో ఈ పేరు మార్చి ఒకసారి చూడు అని చెప్పారు. దాని తర్వాత ఐ వన్ ద క్రౌన్. సో ఐ నెవర్ చేంజ్ ఇట్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ సెంటిమెంట్.
So you started believing numerology.
Yes, yes.
So is it like
After that.
vibration, like how? Because numerology antene
They say that numerology is all about your birth date and having a same favorable number in your name.
Right.
So if there is no favorable name in your number in your name, so they try to correct it with adding some more alphabets to it.
Yeah.
So that's how he has done. So my numerological lucky number is 6. So overall ga RRAXHMI comes to 6. So that's how he changed it.
That's so nice. So you started your journey from there.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell me next to me future lo em cheptunna, like I think you are also starting this Mrs. Telangana thing, right?
Right.
So
I've been jury for that.
Okay.
I was an official jury. So I love to have, our people, Telangana people, to see on international, national platforms. So that's how I've been promoting for that, and I've been a jury for that.
That's so great. So starting ఇప్పుడు ఈ పర్టికులర్ జర్నీ గురించి మాట్లాడాలంటే, మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది ఆంధ్ర తెలంగాణ అమ్మాయిలు ఏంటంటే దే గెట్ స్కేర్డ్ యాక్చువల్లీ. అక్కడ ఏదో స్కిన్ షో ఉంటుంది అని అక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి, దెన్ గెట్ స్కేర్డ్ టు ఎంటర్ ఇన్ టు సచ్ ఫీల్డ్.
Right.
సో వాట్ యూ సే అబౌట్ దట్ కమెంట్ విచ్ హావ్ కమెంటెడ్ రైట్ నౌ?
So most of the pageants right now, especially for married women, don't have anything skin show kind of a round, which usually a femina has. A femina has a bikini round.
Yeah.
Any femina pageant.
Yeah, I'm talking about, I mean to say, those who are not married, like, who want to go into Miss Asia or Miss India,
Right.
whatever titles. అక్కడ చాలా స్కిన్ షో ఉంటుందని పేరెంట్స్ కూడా పంపించడానికి ఎంకరేజ్
It's
చేయాలి.
not only about skin show they are scared of. It's about the safety, it's about the field, it's about గెలిస్తే పర్వాలేదు, గెలవకుండా వస్తే మళ్ళీ అదొక you have that taboo in the society. Correct. Where people mock you, society, relatives and all of that. So I think that is the biggest myth people have, but I think it changed from last 10 years where I started my journey. అప్పటికి చాలా చేంజ్ అయింది, అవేర్నెస్ వచ్చింది. అండ్ నేను స్టార్ట్ చేసిన తర్వాత కూడా దెర్ వాజ్ సో మచ్ పాజిటివ్ రెస్పాన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అండ్ తెలంగాణ అండ్ ఫ్రమ్ అదర్ ఫ్యూ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ వేర్ ఐ హ్యావ్ బీన్. ఇప్పుడు ఇంకా అవేర్నెస్ వచ్చిందేమో, బికాస్ దెర్ ఆర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ తెలుగు గర్ల్స్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు దీస్ pageants recently. And I also see so many pageants happening in Hyderabad these days. Miss Hyderabad avachchu, Miss Telangana, or Miss so many pageants are happening. So I see many people, many girls going on. So I think it is normalizing now. I don't see what I faced 10 years ago. I don't think it is there now.
Okay, so ఈ జర్నీ ఒకవేళ if anybody want to start, what are the prerequisite qualities that girl should possess?
I think the height is mandatory.
Okay.
And then discipline in your diet and your daily routine, what you eat, how you keep yourself fit, and definitely your workout. Okay. But I feel that for each body it's different. See, my body reacts to workout differently, your body reacts.
Correct.
So my diet, I can't suggest and generalize it and tell anybody. Each person will have a different metabolism.
Correct.
They have different reactions to the food and all. So I think whatever suits them best,
Right.
to keep them lean and fit, I think they should follow it. I can't, because most of the people nanu adugutaru, they ask me, meerem tintaru, what do you eat? I'll also eat the same. No, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
So నాకు సూట్ అయింది, it doesn't suit you, because I am blessed with a body where I can eat anything and get away with it.
Correct.
నేను ఈ రోజు కూడా I can eat biryani, I can have desserts, and it doesn't show on my body. One thing, I eat very less, the quantity is very less, and also I'm blessed with such kind of metabolism, and I have that in my family as well. My mom, my sisters are very lean.
I know.
Very lean. Yeah. So I always say these girls that it doesn't work for you like that. I have my friends in my circle where they don't even eat a bar of a chocolate because that shows very next day.
Correct.
So whatever suits them best to keep them fit, healthy, mentally peaceful, so that they can glow from inside. So that they have to work on. First, they have to, find out what exactly suits them.
Correct.
So then they have to follow.
So I believe in a concept beauty should go with brain. I think these pageants జరుగుతున్నాయి అక్కడ ఒట్టి బ్యూటీ కాదు. I think even brain is
beauty pageant అంటే beauty అనుకుంటారు.
Yeah, that's right.
Even when I won, the reason when you the reason for back to back pageants me winning was for the first pageant when I won Miss Andhra Pradesh and came back, there were few people who told me this just happened by luck, this just happened by fluke, this just happened, maybe she's beautiful and tall అందుకే వచ్చింది అని. So to prove it wrong, I participated each pageant every year, and at a point I also felt that is no point of proving to somebody. So it is all about hard work and also your intelligence which works, and also spontaneity, because the last round you have got only 60 seconds to answer any random question from any random judge. So you have to be very quick and spontaneous to give a good answer, not answer whatever you get it.
Right.
So the judges and the people in the auditorium should get convinced to it.
Right.
So brains, your beauty, your walk, your confidence, everything
matters.
counts. Yeah.
అంటే మోస్ట్లీ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ మీద ఎప్పుడు కూడా అప్డేటెడ్ ఉండాలి వాళ్ళు.
Yeah, of course. We read a lot during that 10-15 days of our training. Especially a month before Ninche, we start our training in the hometown, and then we are supposed to travel to the particular country where we have to represent our country, India. And then there again the grooming starts. So we have to keep updated about all these current affairs and stuff.
Right. And I think like when BRS government was there, probably they have made you ambassador for
state tourism.
Yeah.
No, for state tourism.
Tourism.
Yeah.
I think handlooms.
Handloom is for central ministry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so great. So how is the experience and journey?
Experience was amazing because Telangana anta kotladi inta చాలా లైఫ్స్ పోయాయి అప్పుడు డ్యూరింగ్ ద agitation of Telangana. Of course TRS government was very much involved. The family ane kaadu, there were so many people around the party who lost their lives, lost their money, family during the agitation. So after so much of agitation for almost 5-6 years, and all of a sudden you got Telangana. So it was a kind of a pride moment, and it was so నాకు అనిపించింది ఏంటంటే ఫస్ట్ 5 years of Telangana state government was a celebration kind of stuff అనిపించింది. ఎందుకంటే బతుకమ్మ was pretty much in the celebrating Batkama, and that too I was there as a ambassador for Guinness World Record Batkama, Sania Mirza tho. So it was first 5 years was a celebration. The mode was like that, the government was also like that, and tourism of course చాలా ప్లేసెస్ మన తెలంగాణలో ఉన్నాయని నాకు తెలియదు అప్పటి వరకు. After I started going to Kuntala waterfalls or few places, Warangal the fort gani, temple gani, 1000 pillar temple, and Bongeri temple, Yadgir Gutta temple, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇంత ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఉంది అని కూడా we didn't knew. So after becoming the ambassador, I think we did travel few places where we can promote the tourism and all. So it was Laknavaram lake was one place, and Medaram was another place. So these are all the places which has got so much of history behind, and also importance to it, which we didn't knew. I felt very happy to explore all these places as an ambassador. It was a good experience.
Correct. And even what I heard is you started campaigning about Telangana culture to other 22 countries.
Yes.
And Miru, since you became the ambassador, so how, in what terms you have contributed to?
See, my Miss Planet, when it happened, I was representing India, and then I promoted. I was wearing as a national costume round low. I was taking this Batkama as our national costume. So there will be a 60-second of time for you to explain about it.
Right.
So that's where I felt really happy to tell about Telangana culture, which was only confined to Telangana before.
Okay.
అంతకుముందు బతుకమ్మ అంటే నాకు తెలిసి తెలంగాణలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి తప్ప it was not a much familiar festival across the world.
Right.
So by then Jagruti was doing pretty well in other countries. So I was also part of Jagruti and other Telangana festivals in other like US, Australia. I think we did in London, Malaysia, few other countries. So many countries we did. And districts lo kuda I was pretty much active in the Telangana districts. So promoting Telangana culture was mostly of festivals we did. And like Batkama కావచ్చు, బోనాలు కావచ్చు. బోనాలు was also one of the very important culture of Telangana, which is again confined to Telangana, not again spread across. So I started promoting it in my pageants and otherwise also. So I attended most of the Telangana cultural events across the world.
That's so great, really.
During those 10 years.
Right. అంటే నేను చెప్పచ్చు, definitely you played a very big role
Yes.
in highlighting Telangana across the globe అని చెప్పచ్చు.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's really fantastic actually. So next మీరు కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ ఫాలో అవుతూ ఉంటారు కదా జనరల్లీ.
Yes.
సో నౌ వాట్స్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ ఇన్ తెలంగాణ అంటే మీకు తెలుసు కొన్ని విషయాలు హైడ్రా గురించి కానీ దాని గురించి కానీ.
Right.
సో వాట్ యూ థింక్?
So Hydra I felt as a government nunchi kaakunda as a point, the point of view of a normal person who lost the house is very sad, because somebody who put all his life savings into his house, home, make his home, maybe oka 30-40 years కష్టపడి సంపాదించిందంతా ఒక లోన్ తీసుకొని still paying the loan, lost his home in a day, over a night everything changed because of Hydra. And I see so many people came on road without a shelter. That is pretty much sad.
Right.
Maybe అలా జరగకుండా ఇంకేదన్నా ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ చేసుండి వాళ్ళకి అలా చేసుంటే బెటర్ అయి ఉండేదేమో. బట్ ఐ స్టిల్ డోంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ లైక్ హౌ దే గోనా పే రెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద మనీ టు ద బ్యాంక్ ఇఫ్ సంబడి ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ లోన్స్, ఆర్ హౌ దే గోనా build another shelter after losing all the money. I didn't really understand. Maybe that was a very negative aspect from people towards Congress government is what I felt after seeing few people crying, a few people lost everything with the kids and came on road. So that was pretty a bad thing which happened during 2024 of Congress government.
Right.
Yeah.
So ఇప్పుడు జనరల్లీ పాలిటిక్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడితే what do you think, how is the political journey అంటే ఎట్లా నడుస్తుంది ఇప్పుడు? బిఫోర్ అంతగా బీఆర్ఎస్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఉంది, ఇప్పుడు కాంగ్రెస్ వచ్చింది. సో what is your take on Congress government, and are you interested in getting into politics?
Definitely. I look forward to getting into politics. I think Congress government inka kotta is they are settling down still. There is no much things happening in real estate especially, because BRS 10 years of state government lo there was too much of infra, much of real estate happened, especially around the Hyderabad city, and the infra happened in the city itself. So you can see, ante na friends kuda 10 years back Hyderabad వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు and ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు, they feel that they are in some other country when you go to the financial district and when you take the biodiversity flyover gani leda when you take an ORR to airport. So they say pretty much everything changed. There are a lot of high rise buildings, there are a lot of commercial buildings happening. So it looks like entirely a different place altogether in last 10 years. But I think Congress government వచ్చిన దగ్గర నుంచి real estate is absolutely doing nothing.
True. Hydra వచ్చాక
Yes.
totally gone, because I'm into that field.
Yeah, I know. I have seen your interviews and promotions as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I think the real estate people are pretty much doing nothing from last 1 year. I hope maybe Congress government will also come up with some real estate boom again back in Telangana.
Right. And okay, like in case if you want to get into politics, what are the major changes you would like to bring in Telangana?
No, I don't want to get into state politics.
Okay. Even in case if you want to take any kind of administration, మీరు ఫస్ట్ చేంజ్ చేయాలనుకుంటే ఏం చేంజ్ చేస్తారు?
I don't like the schooling system, not especially in Telangana, but I don't like the idea of waking up children like 6 or 7 in the morning and sending them to schools with a lot of baggage and a lot of pressure. I think you also relate to it since you have been very studious, and also what kind of a pressure a child goes through. So నాకు ఎందుకో స్కూల్స్ అంత పొద్దున కాకుండా 11:30 నుంచి పెట్టి 5 o'clock క్లోజ్ చేస్తే బెటర్ అనిపిస్తుంది. అండ్ ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ రియలీ టు పుట్ ద ప్రెషర్ of all those 6-7 subjects on a child who is 3, 4, 5 years old. So I'm against the idea of giving that pressure to kids. And the timings are again, you know, something which I don't like. Which I don't like, and yeah, most of the parents may say that chadukopothe etla ani, but I always feel that in coming 10-20 years the AI is going to take up almost like 70% of the jobs and all. And I feel I am not very studious. I was an average student, above average. I used to score anywhere between 65 to 70%, like that. So నేను చదువుకుంది ఏది నాకు గుర్తులేదు యాక్చువల్గా. వాట్ ఎవర్ ఐ లెర్న్డ్ డ్యూరింగ్ మై స్కూల్ డేస్, ఐ డోంట్ రిమెంబర్ ఎనీ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ ఎక్సెప్ట్ ద లాంగ్వేజెస్, రీడ్, రైట్ అండ్ స్పీక్, అండ్ ఎక్సెప్ట్ ద బేసిక్ మ్యాథ్. I was very bad at math, but still adi. For me, what actually gave me the knowledge was the exploring world when I started traveling across the world, and cultural difference, the language, and how the world is different from India. Adi nerchukunnanu. Maybe that is one thing which gave me a lot of knowledge personally, other than reading books and all. సో నాకు అది ఎందుకో పిల్లల పైన కొంచెం ప్రెజర్ తగ్గించి కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ వాట్ దే లైక్. మేబీ దట్ కుడ్ బి ఆర్ట్స్, దట్ కుడ్ బి స్పోర్ట్స్ or whatever. So I feel that the timing of the school and the pressure of the parents and the society and the school which puts on very small kids, little toddlers, I don't like it.
So coming to next question, probably మీరు ఇంటర్నేషనల్ గా కూడా వెళ్ళారు కదా pageant గా. So what is the difference you found in Indian pageants and what is the difference between both of them?
Indian pageants are very much like home. You have your people from different states. You don't have any difference. You don't feel any difference. But internationally, because it's country to country, there is a lot of discrimination. There is a lot of chala untundi. Yeah, you have to face it.
It's a kind of mental torture అని చెప్పొచ్చు, I think.
Unless you are taking it serious.
Okay.
So my goal was, I came here to participate. Always my aim was towards the finale. So I never cared or bothered about the comments the other girls were doing. So that is one thing which I did. But Indian pageants, the local pageants are pretty much cool, friendly and fun, whereas you don't have that in international pageants because of people don't get along with you well. One or two people, Asians, will get along. So the other people will they start their group system and they don't talk to you, all of that. So my aim was only, I was aiming and focusing on my finale. So I didn't bother or think much about all these comments coming.
ఎందుకంటే మన తెలంగాణ ఆంధ్రాలోనే క్యాస్ట్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది చాలా టార్చర్ పెడుతుంది. యు ఆర్ kapus and chowdhuries.
Telugu industry is dominated by that, yes.
Yeah. So how you define, this caste system as if now? ఒకప్పుడు ఉండేది ఇప్పటికీ కొనసాగుతుంది, అది
కొనసాగుతుంది. బట్ స్టిల్ ఐ థింక్ ద టాలెంట్ ఈజ్ నౌ నా పీపుల్. ఇంతకు ముందు ఉండేదేమో, అది చాలా ఉండేదేమో లైక్ 15-20 years ago. But I think now the talent is important. Once you are talented and people know about your talent, I don't think they bother about what caste you come from or what religion you come from. So I think world is changing now. Right. Yeah, with the new generation, and maybe in another 10-15 years, I don't think nobody will even bother about your religion or caste when you are really talented.
Correct. So talking about the career of getting into pageant, etla untundi once they win the title. So how the career would be like? Future lo em cheyochu vallu apart from film industry ostune untayi avi?
Yeah, so usually girls get into beauty pageants to get a entry to the movies. So that's how main aim untundi for any girl. So for me, I didn't take up acting because I always thought acting is not my cup of tea. But then I had to go back to back and represent India in various international platforms every year. So I didn't even have that much time to do it, and I was the official jury for many pageants across the world, few countries. So I had very busy traveling routine. But then, yeah, I think one pageant you won. నాకు ఇప్పుడు అనిపిస్తుంది ఏంటంటే there are a lot of pageants coming, there are a lot of people winning. So there is no recognition for one winner these days.
Good.
So I think you have to focus on what you want when you coming to a beauty pageant. Are you really clear about what? Because if you're not winning again, that's going to be a really bad phase. I have seen girls who went into depression after giving their 100%, because every girl out of 20-25 girls, every girl gives 100%.
Correct.
But only one wins.
Yeah.
So
People just they come like ఒకటే కెరియర్ ఆప్షన్ అదే పెట్టుకొని వస్తారు. They want to win the
and I
title.
have seen people who went into depression for an year or so after that. So you should be strong enough to take, even if you are losing the contest. If you are winning, definitely you have to be clear. Going back to your country, what is that you're going to do? Just like Telangana government did, if the government is supporting you again, that's a great support. So charity programs are always there, because once you win, you are involved in many charity and brand promotions happens. But what you lose, when you lose, you have not to lose your hope. You have to keep on trying, and then someday you will win, or maybe give up on modeling or pageantry and go back to your studies or do whatever. So I always say that you have to be strong and prepared.
రైట్. అండ్ ఈవెన్ మన మిస్ ఇండియా లాంటి కొన్ని పోటీలు చూస్తే కూడా మనకి రినౌండ్ యాక్టర్స్ ఉన్నారు, లైక్
Yeah.
యుక్తాముఖి, ఐశ్వర్య రాయ్, దియా మిర్జా. దెర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ పీపుల్ హూ వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే దే హ్యావ్ టు ఎంటైర్లీ ఫోకస్డ్ ఆన్ పర్టికులర్ కెరియర్. ఇది నేను ఎట్లాగో విన్ కావాలి, దే వాంట్ టు విన్ ఇట్. బట్ ఇప్పుడు ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది ఇవాళ వచ్చే వాళ్ళకి? హౌ కెన్ వీ రిలేట్ టు
Those days in 1994, 93, 95, Femina was the only beauty pageant which was happening. So whenever there was a winner, all the focus of India used to be on them. And immediately after winning, they used to get Pepsi, Lux and few other ads and direct entry to the Bollywood. So now the things are not like that.
ఓకే.
You have so many YouTube stars, you have so many Instagram fames. So attention okkar meediki vellatledu. But there is no one single person where you can, at least at my time I was pretty much overnight star I was. But now these things, those times Instagram was not there. So now I think every individual, every college going girl, every housewife, every middle aged lady is showing their talent on Instagram. If you see, there are a lot of dancing videos.
True.
There are a lot of other content which they are doing with millions of followers, if you see.
కరెక్ట్.
So I think that's where the actual talent ekkado miss అయిపోతుంది. So once I have seen many videos where people are just exposing, doing skin show and getting millions of views.
కరెక్ట్.
So talent ekkada undante, I really don't think there is a good talent show happening, or a good pageantry is also happening these days in Hyderabad. That is also lacking.
రైట్.
Yeah.
సిన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ బీన్ వాచింగ్ దిస్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ రీల్స్, మోస్ట్లీ చిన్న చిన్న పిల్లలు వాళ్ళు చదువుకోవాల్సింది,
school going, college going.
వాళ్ళు పేరెంట్స్ కూడా మంచిగా వాళ్ళని చదువుని డైవర్ట్ చేసి ఎక్స్ట్రా కరిక్యులర్ యాక్టివిటీస్, దట్స్ అ టైమ్ వేర్ దే హ్యావ్ టు లెర్న్ సంథింగ్.
Right.
కానీ మీరేం చెప్తారా అంటే చిన్న చిన్న పిల్లలకి పేరెంట్స్ ఆర్ ఎంకరేజింగ్ దెమ్ టు డాన్స్ అండ్ డూ సమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ యాక్టివిటీస్?
I don't really think parents are encouraging. How many parents are there on Instagram?
అట్లీస్ట్ అంటే మాట్లాడితే చిన్న చిన్న పిల్లలు 2 years 3 years kids, they also start doing dancing on with exposing dresses and all. అది ఎంతవరకు సొసైటీకి
That is a major distraction, because giving mobile to your kid again distracts social media and all of that. So that is one thing, you have to limit their time on phone, screen time తగ్గించి, and you have to put an eye on what they are watching and what they are creating.
ఇక్కడ నేను ఏం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నానంటే పిల్లలకి ఇప్పుడు 2-3 years ఏజ్ వాళ్ళకి అయితే దే డోంట్ నో హౌ టు ఆపరేట్ మొబైల్ ప్రాపర్లీ. దే నో, ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ సేయింగ్ నో, బట్ హౌ టు టేక్ అ వీడియో, దే పుట్ ఆన్ మేకప్, కాస్ట్యూమ్స్ అండ్ ఆల్. ఆబ్వియస్లీ పేరెంట్స్ చేస్తారు కదా. సో చదువు అనేది పక్కన పెట్టి ఇవి చేయడం వల్ల హీ కెన్ బి అన్ IAS ఆఫీసర్ ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్, హీ కెన్ డూ సంథింగ్ గుడ్ టు సొసైటీ ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్. So what's your message for those kind of parents?
That is what, it's cutting down the screen time and watching them what actually they are doing on mobile phone. And you can actually put some filters, and filters ante you can restrict the content what they are watching, just like YouTube has got YouTube Kids now.
Right.
So you can only put YouTube Kids in their phone which they are using, and you can do the same thing. But I think not only mobile phone, TV and the surroundings and the movies these days are a big time distraction for kids is what I feel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
ఎందుకంటే పిల్లలు కొంచెం ఫేర్గా పుట్టినా అలా పుట్టినా కూడా పీపుల్ విల్ థింక్ ఓకే ఫ్యూచర్ షీల్ బి అ స్టార్ ఆర్ హీ విల్ బి అ స్టార్ అని చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి రీల్స్ అవన్నీ చేయించడం జరుగుతుంది
Right.
కదా సో
But there are a lot of kids fashion shows happening these days.
yeah.
There are a lot of kids photo shoots for branding and all these things are happening only on Instagram, I have seen.
కరెక్ట్
Yeah.
అండ్ కొన్ని వెళ్ళాలంటే లాంగ్వేజ్ కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది ఊర్లలో ఉంటారు, దే లుక్ ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ నాట్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ కలర్ హియర్, దే విల్ హ్యావ్ ఎ ప్యాషన్ లైక్ ఓకే ఐ వాంట్ టు బీ సంథింగ్ గుడ్ లైక్ మిస్ ఇండియా ఆర్ వాట్ ఎవర్, మిస్ ఏపీ తెలంగాణ వాట్ ఎవర్. సో డూ యూ థింక్ లాంగ్వేజ్ ఇస్ అ బ్యారియర్ టు బికమ్ such a pageant?
I don't think, but minimum basic English is required for you to travel, for you to give your introduction, because introduction has got like 10 marks in the first round. So then your jury of 8 to 9 people from different countries will be judging you in the judging panel. So sometimes you don't understand their accent.
Okay.
They have different accents.
Correct, yeah.
So that's where the contestants get confused also. They ask them to repeat the question.
Okay.
That happened with few of the contestants where they don't understand what exactly they mean the question. So they do ask to repeat the question. So that's where the language is important.
Right.
Yeah.
అండ్ మీరు పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసినప్పుడు దే షుడ్ బి రౌండ్ కాల్డ్ అస్ టాలెంట్ రౌండ్, రైట్?
Yeah.
మీరు ఎలాంటి టాలెంట్ ఎంచుకున్నారు అప్పుడు?
I did dance, I did sing. Dancing was more.
Okay.
I think most of the pageants there was a dancing round. So I did dance.
డాన్స్ అంటే వాళ్ళు నేర్చుకున్నారా మీరు?
No, I did. I got trained for 3 months before going to the pageant. And then, yeah.
అంటే అన్ని ట్రైనింగ్ కూడా వాళ్ళే ఇస్తారు?
No, the talent round is upon us.
Okay.
Yeah. I got trained for 2.5 months here in Hyderabad itself, and then rest of the grooming, rest of the training, rest of the walking is done by them.
అచ్చా, ఓకే. అండ్ ఈవెన్ నేను కూడా కొన్ని రీసెంట్గా ఏంటంటే చాలా స్కామ్స్ జరుగుతున్నాయి. ఈవెన్ ఐ గాట్ సంబడి అప్రోచ్ మీ ఇన్ ఫేస్బుక్ అండ్ ఇట్ వాస్ బిఫోర్ లైక్ ఫ్యూ ఇయర్స్ బ్యాక్. మేము బ్యూటీ ప్యాజెంట్ చేస్తున్నాము అండ్ దే ఆస్క్ మీ సర్టన్ మనీ
To participate.
అది నాకు తెలీదు. ఐ వాజ్ వర్కింగ్ ఇన్ హెచ్ఎస్బిసి దట్ టైమ్. నాకంత ఫోకస్ పెట్టుకోలే, నాట్ మై కప్ ఆఫ్ టీ అనుకున్నాను నేను. అందులో స్కామ్స్ కూడా జరుగుతాయా బ్యూటీ ఇండస్ట్రీలో? అంటే ఈ పర్టికులర్
స్కామ్స్ అని చెప్పలేను. ఐ haven't seen ప్రాపర్ స్కామ్ ఆన్ బ్యూటీ pageantry so far, but there are few beauty pageants which happen where they take money from the participants. Sometimes the pageant happens, sometimes it don't happen, then they think it's a scam. ఒక్కోసారి అవ్వకపోవచ్చు, బ్యాక్అవుట్ అవ్వచ్చు స్పాన్సర్స్, లేదా వీళ్ళకి చేయటం కుదరకపోవచ్చు, బట్ దట్స్ వెన్ దే కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ స్కామ్. But I have seen few beauty pageants where they take money. Usually in official beauty pageants, there is no money from the participant. Okay. They will provide you travel, they will provide you hotel, they provide you food. Everything is provided by them.
Okay.
So few beauty pageants locally happening, they do take something called participation fee. If the beauty pageant is somehow not happening, then yeah, of course,
it's gone case.
Yeah.
True. అండ్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది ఇంటర్నేషనల్గా మీరు వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అక్కడ రేసిజం బాగా ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది మన ఇండియన్స్ కానీ నేపాల్ ఇలాంటి కంట్రీస్లో మనం వీఆర్ ట్రీటెడ్ యాజ్ బ్లాక్స్. ఐ నో దట్. బ్రౌన్స్ ఆర్ బ్లాక్స్ స్టిల్ వాళ్ళ దృష్టిలో ఉండొచ్చేమో. సో వాళ్ళు ఎంత కష్టపడితే కానీ అది విన్ కారు బహుశా. సో హౌ యూ ఓవర్కమ్ దిస్?
I never bothered about the comments and all. So I was put up with my room. I was sharing my room with Miss South Africa.
Okay.
She also had an attitude of not talking to Indians and others. So me and Miss Sri Lanka became friends during that 11 days of our journey. So we used to sit together, me, Miss Malaysia, Miss Sri Lanka and Miss Myanmar. So we are the people who became one because we have a common habit of having rice. Okay. Rest of people didn't have that. They were pretty much happy with pastas, pretty much happy with salads and all. So we are the group of people who wanted rice. So we were struggling to get some good food, Asian food, to survive those 11 days. Sorry. So that was one experience I had. So you become friends, but unfortunately we are not put together in a room. So we used to meet in my training time and lunch, breakfast and dinner.
ఇప్పటికి టచ్లో ఉన్నారా వాళ్ళు?
Yeah, everybody are in touch with me. We have groups actually, and we
Okay.
do share what's happening in our lives.
ఓకే, సో మీరు స్టార్టింగ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూలో చెప్పినప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఇఫ్ సంబడి హ్యాస్ టు బికమ్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ ప్యాజెంట్, లెట్ ఇట్ బి నేషనలీ ఆర్ ఇంటర్నేషనలీ, దే నీడ్ టు హ్యావ్ హైట్ అన్నారు కదా.
Yeah, minimum height 5'7".
5'7". ఓకే, దానికి మించి ఇంకా దే షుడ్ అండ్ మస్ట్ హ్యావ్ 5'7", రైట్?
Yes, the few pageants are very particular about the height of the candidate. So it should be 5'7" plus.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's
Rest
where-
of them all, ఇంకా వాళ్ళు they don't have a chance అన్నమాట.
No.
Not at all.
Because
So
when
ఇప్పటి నుంచి వాళ్ళు
you compete with Russians and Miss England and all, they're
Oh my
pretty
God.
much tall. Pretty
True,
much
true.
tall. They're at 5'10" plus.
కరెక్ట్.
Yeah, you see them very tall. Yeah.
అండ్ ఫిట్నెస్ గురించి మాట్లాడాలంటే దే షుడ్ వర్క్అవుట్, రైట్? వర్క్అవుట్ కానీ దే హ్యావ్ టు
See, for my body personally, if you ask me, I don't work out much, but I can still maintain. That could be because of the little food I take. I don't eat at once. I eat little every 2-3 hours. So whenever I feel hungry, I take. So few people within my friend circle itself, they have this aggressive workout routine.
True.
So unless they do that, they can't maintain. So again, what I said, it depends on your body, like what suits your body, you have to do it to keep it in shape.
ఓకే రష్మి గారు, ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే సిన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ ది నాలెడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్, కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ గురించి కూడా ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇండియన్ రూపీ పడిపోతుంది. సో మీరు ఏమంటారు దాని గురించి? హ్యావ్ టు యునో,
I think maybe it could be the reason for various reasons, you know. Crypto is one big thing which is again affecting the Indian tax system. So I think they said they're going to get a proper tax percentage on crypto exchange which is happening in India. I think as of now it is 30%. Maybe they will increase it to little more higher side of tax.
And another చెప్పాలంటే మీరు సిన్స్ యూ ఆర్ అ బ్రాండ్ అంబాసిడర్ ఆఫ్ మెనీ థింగ్స్, హ్యాండ్లూమ్స్ అండ్ ఆల్, ఐ థింక్ మన ఇండియా వాళ్ళు ఇండియన్ ఐటమ్స్ కొనుక్కోవాలి, అబ్రాడ్ నుంచి కొనుక్కోవద్దు, అలాంటివి కూడా ప్రమోట్ చేస్తే స్టాండ్.
Yeah, PM Modi garu, like during the first lockdown and pandemic time lo, Chinese, he asked us to say no to Chinese brands and all, which was a very good initiative. Because anything you do in the world, immediately next week a Chinese product comes from China.
Okay.
Which is much cheaper again. So I think that is one initiative, and recently I'm also working on made in India products. That's to great. Promote in countries like UAE, starting with UAE. So we are working on the project as of now. So that is which makes Indian heritage, and especially I want to exhibit the Indian handlooms and handicrafts in countries, other countries. Sure. So which is very rare. I mean, you don't find it in any other country. Those are the things which make Indian rupee stronger. And in last 4-5 years, I have been seeing crypto reason for all these things, because there is a lot of black money which is in crypto. Correct. Which is easily sent to any country within a second. So దాని వల్ల చాలా వరకు ట్యాక్స్ అదవుతుంది. People are not paying and not even they are keeping everything in crypto. Portfolios are really high. I have seen that cases happening, and there are also a lot of scams happening in the name of crypto as well.
I'm a victim of that.
Really? Hope you didn't lose much.
I lost a lot of money. We just seen the mobile. అది నేను చేయలేదు. One of my Anna has done it. నేను ఇచ్చేసాను, పోయింది. అది ఏంటంటే ఆపరేటర్ హీ సిట్స్ ఇన్ ఇండియా, బట్ హీ క్లెయిమ్స్ దట్ హీ సిట్స్ ఇన్ ఆఫ్రికా.
Okay.
We lost a lot of money in
So you didn't get the money back?
వెళ్ళాం, సైబర్ క్రైమ్ అన్నీ వెళ్ళాం. They said it's gone case.
No, in crypto you don't have a proof to do it. You don't have an evidence because you send it to a wallet address. Yes. So you don't have a person's address or a bank detail or somebody. Yeah. So it's just a wallet address, and the wallet address you can't, unless you are, it's a big case and they will find out the IP and all, but that doesn't usually happen now.
అదే మేము ఎప్పుడు చేసామంటే అప్పుడే స్కామ్స్ అనేవి అప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ అవుతున్నాయి. నాకు తెలీదు.
Is this during the pandemic or after that?
Little after the pandemic. అట్లా వెళ్తుందో లేదో, my Anna has seen chini, money వస్తుంది, will you, and Anna take it if you want. I just gave the mobile, he took the money, it's gone. Money it's never come. So ఇలాంటి స్కామ్స్ చాలా జరుగుతున్నాయి. అండ్ లింక్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే మనీ ఎగిరిపోవడాలు చాలా జరుగుతుంది.
Cyber crime is what I have been recently campaigning for, where there are a lot of links are coming up where they ask you for the OTP and then they hack your mobile and all the money and all the funds which are in the accounts are gone. I recently personally also faced within my circle where they have gone to the same and almost they lost like 75 lakhs of rupees.
యా సో ఫైనల్గా చెప్పాలంటే ఇఫ్ సంబడి ఈజ్ రియలీ ప్యాషనేట్, వాళ్ళు చదువుకొని ఉంటారు బట్ స్టిల్ దే వాంట్ టు కమ్ ఇన్ టు బ్యూటీ ఇండస్ట్రీ, సో వాళ్ళకి మీరు ఇచ్చే సజెషన్స్ ఏంటి ఫైనల్గా?
Beauty industry is something which if you are really passionate about or wanted to do part time, you can still give a try your luck in it, but it is quite hard to survive in this ocean because you have like so many people in it already and there is so much of competition,
right?
So I think unless you are really passionate about it and want to try it, you can spare a little bit of time like 6 months 8 months try chesi. If you are really making a name in it, fine, otherwise you can get back to your own profession.
So they should take it as only as a part time
In the starting,
yeah. And final one more question, ఎవరైతే ఇండస్ట్రీకి రావాలనుకుంటున్నారో మైట్ బి దే మైట్ నాట్ ఫిట్ ఇన్ ఎ గోల్డెన్ రేషియో, సో దానికోసం అని ప్లాస్టిక్ సర్జన్స్ అన్ని ప్లాస్టిక్ సర్జరీస్ కానీ బొటాక్స్ ఫిల్లర్స్ అన్నీ వాడుతున్నారు, సో విల్ దే దాట్ హెల్ప్ దెమ్ ఆర్ విల్ దే రూన్ ద స్క్రీన్, లైక్ వాట్ యు సే? Those are not in golden ratio.
Fillers and Botox is again something which is anti-aging. Botox is something which will actually reverse your aging on the face, on the skin, like fine lines and wrinkles and all. Fillers is something which is to give some shape to your facial features. That could be chin, that could be nose or cheeks or whatever. So these are not particularly surgeries. These are not something which is undergoing a knife.
Right.
These are as simple as just a 5-10 minutes procedures which take place to correct your face. But again, if you are not going to a professional dermatologist or cosmetologist, that can ruin, because we have seen few actresses who ruined their face with the fillers. Sometimes it looks very weird on their faces, just like Anushka Sharma. She has gone through a very bad lip fillers. There are few people which looks very obvious and doesn't suit them, and again if the filler doesn't suit you, you can actually remove it, dissolve it within over a period of time.
Okay.
But going under a knife is something which I really don't advise or recommend for myself. Like huge surgeries, like pedda surgeries. So little enhancements for your facial features, if it is really looking bad, I think you can go. And now adi kuda chaana ekku ayupayi. Even in Hyderabad, if you see, there are a lot of clinics.
True.
Lot of clinics in cosmetology, dermatology,
they charge very less also,
aesthetics and all of that. So unless it is required or which makes you feel confident enough on screen, definitely you can go. But going under a knife like huge plastic surgeries is what I don't really recommend anybody, because that actually impacts your pulse and heart rate as well. కొంతమంది యాక్టర్స్ చూసాము, దే హ్యావ్ గాన్ త్రూ హార్ట్ అటాక్స్ అండ్ లో పల్స్ హార్ట్ బీట్ అండ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దట్. దిస్ హ్యాపెన్స్ విత్ మేజర్ సర్జరీస్ when the body don't pick up that. So I think I don't recommend, but Botox and fillers are pretty normal procedures which takes 5-10 minutes of correction. So I think it's better.
It's a vicious circle kada, chestune undalanunta. Once that
no, it is like maintenance. If you're doing it and then once in a year you have to do, like particular fillers last up to 12 to 13 months. Particular fillers last 6 to 8 months. So it depends on what fillers you are taking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how you define a beauty generally మాట్లాడాలంటే? ఫేస్ లో ఉండేదా, హార్ట్ లో ఉండేదా? How do you define a beauty?
హార్ట్ లో ఉండేది, ఫేస్ లో ఉండేది. Maintaining yourself. It's not like what kind of a complexion you have. So most of the people think, especially in South India, fair ga unte beautiful ga unnattu. Sometimes a person can be very fair and not have a charming features. So it is not, beauty is not about having a proper standards, particular ga ilage undali ani. I think your confidence as a person, you are wearing your comfortable clothes, not skin show. I don't think skin show will make you any beautiful.
Okay.
Being elegant, having confidence, speaking confidently or walking confident, that gives beauty to any person.
Absolutely.
So I don't think being a nice person, again, humble, kind person also makes you a beautiful person, whatever the complexion you are.
Absolutely.
So beauty doesn't have a standard, I guess. It all depends on how you carry yourself.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's a great talking with you, Rashmi.
Same
So
here.
yeah, hope you'll have a brilliant future and may మీ వల్ల మన తెలంగాణకి ఇంకా బ్రైట్ రావాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for all your time and good luck to you.
Thank you.